Hey everyone, Action here. In this video we'll be throwing out more than 2000 bioships in order to defeat the 25 times Satana. Now Satana, I think she's my greatest nemesis, but to be honest we faced her at 150 times her regular strength, which was kinda nuts. However, those fleets that we'll be throwing at her are on top of bioships commanded by the best admirals in the whole galaxy, but they're very experienced since they were used to defeat the Great Tempest, which by itself had more than 10 million fleet power combined. So without further ado, let's get into it. And if you're enjoying this, join our navy and help us build something greater. High Command has called for 2,500 new commanders to be enlisted, and your skills and leadership are vital to our mission of defending the universe. We as the Great Empire are facing a heavy threat. We have the Great Khan that has awakened and, well, he has quite a lot of fleet power, but that is nothing compared to what the Great Tempest has. They only have a 4.6 million fleet in their home system and a lot more scattered around their systems. Yeah, it's gonna be quite tough to defeat them. However, we do have a plan, and the plan is, well, in the previous video we already tried this, however we didn't have the amount of damage necessary, and what we did was send out the cloaked maulers that we have some stored here just repairing. Look, there they are. 76 maulers survived out of the 228 that we had. So if we build like 2 fleets of this, we should theoretically one-shot their starbase. And with the nanites, if we only destroy their factory, which is located here on their main system, well, we pretty much win the crisis because they get instantly destroyed. However, it is not cheap to build one fleet like this. Every single mauler costs us 400 food, and since we'll be building 220, that's pretty much 90,000 food, yeah. And whilst we wait, the entire galaxy is being decimated by the Great Tempest. The Imperium was the first one to fall. They're still alive, but kind of only. Out of all the systems they once had, they now only have one planet remaining on the Guarashkin, with only 1.5 thousand pops. Poor guys, they are so destroyed. Yeah, but yeah, that's really karma in Stellaris. They declared war on us twice in the early game. They didn't do anything, and now look at them. But I think it's a perfect opportunity for us to seize some Leviathans for our empire. There are 2 here. We could grab our Titan and Stinger fleet and jump. Let's first destroy the Stellarite Devourer. Well, our ships literally jumped right now and it is already dead, basically, yeah. Which one is the best? I don't remember. Let's do this. And move to kill the Ancient Dreadnought. Well, this is a quite fast boy. And goodbye. Well, we have created a mercenary enclave on the Maref system, and I think we created a very strong mercenary. They have a fleet of 360,000 fleet power, but we had to do this to decrease our naval cap and thus reduce the alloy we were losing, because boy, our economy is crashing at this point. Yeah, it still didn't make a difference there. It's a very tough scenario that we are in. Oh my god, now that is very troubling. We have received an urgent communique from the Kappa warriors, which are our mercenary enclave. They say that the Great Khan Horde made them an offer they cannot refuse. Now are you kidding me? If you don't refuse this, we're gonna destroy you, that's why. Oh boy, we have 60 days to decide if we wanna hire them or not. Why did it have to come this way, man? Yeah, we're gonna have to destroy you. There is no way I can trust a member of our empire to be like that. Traitors, their greed will be their downfall. Let's already attack them preemptively.
Attacking enemy vessels.
And goodbye. They have been destroyed. And they only cost 9 Elder Stingers? Alright, they did some damage to us. Holy. Yeah, we kinda have a minus 66% armor and ship fire rate modifier due to our alloy shortages. Yeah, now that makes sense why we took so much damage. But we are slowly fixing it on Merak Prime by building more heavy industries with alloy forges. It is kinda tough to maximize your economy in this patch. Like, we can have massive amounts of production in a single field, but with limited planets like we are using here, sometimes things spiral out of control. Very easy, much easier than the previous patch, because I think it's snowball, right? You snowball for good and you snowball for bad if you're not careful enough. And we have finally fixed our alloy shortages. Good. We are doing so many repeatables on the society for improving our food production, but to be honest we have a 300% research speed when researching biology, so that accelerates things. And because of this our food production is actually massive now, and we can start reinforcing our Mauler fleets. Sleepers awake! Man, we are getting a combo of crisis. Holy! We have the Great Khan, we have the Allgate, now we have an awakened empire. What's next? What in heaven? And then the crisis all at once. This is the most chaotic galaxy I've ever seen. And the awakened empire obviously is the one that is right next to us. Thankfully they are custodial to us and pathetic in fleet power already. Well, at least the Great Khan died somewhere. Maybe because of old age, I guess, since he has been around for so long. A shortage of alloys, yeah, who'd have guessed. And with the death of the Great Khan, the new Khanate is spawned. That's interesting. They are together in a single empire, normally they split up. But yeah, the Great Tempest is doing some work in the galaxy. And they are not even losing their numbers. I wonder how much fleet power they have in total. It must be close to 20 million or so, perhaps even more. Our economy is now stabilizing a lot, thankfully, and very soon we should have 2 of our fleets of Maulers completed at the elder stage. I think 0 months, from what I'm seeing here, yeah, just about now. And with those fleets we can safely go to their system and destroy the Allgate once and for all. Alright, there we have it folks, our 2 brave Mauler fleets, each one with more than 800k fleet power. I really hope that that will be enough to defeat them, otherwise I don't know what will. So let's cloak both of them. Good. Instead of a machine swarm of nanites, we're gonna have a bioswarm. How the tides have changed. Just getting past all of their ships like we wouldn't even dare. Alright, our final fleet has arrived. Just wait for the jump drives to cool down. And let's destroy... let's actually get a little closer to it. Maybe here. Just an ocean of ships. Yeah, let's decloak and destroy. Yeah. Fantastic, man. That was it, basically. Alright, now we shall start getting into our plan of developing our Empire core in the Allgate systems. Oh, finally. First, let's establish a starbase on the Eye of Hawking. And we can have the nanite fighters if we reverse engineer the debris. Really? I didn't think that was an option. Yeah, like we could reverse engineer the Great Tempest technologies. However, they don't appear as research options, so perhaps it is bugged after all. So here's what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna occupy all systems in the Allgate, which we already are doing basically. Then we are gonna terraform every single one of the nanite worlds into Gaia worlds. But first I think we should terraform to something else, maybe Alpine world. Let's already start doing this with every single planet, because then we'll terraform them to Gaia worlds. There we have it, all of them blue being terraformed, and after we establish our star bases, we just terraform the other 2 that are remaining. Then we're also making a train, basically, from our home planet to the Owl Gate. This way we can have the hyper relays and move our fleet very quickly from the main capital to our second capital, which will be established on the Nandi system. We are also establishing defensive platforms and defensive starbases across some very important choke points in order to defend ourselves against the endgame crisis. This guy right here, the Nudian Imperium, couldn't be happier than this. And yeah, they are of course loyal and faithful subjects of the Imperium. Man, they were almost obliterated by the Great Tempest. We saved them from the Great Tempest by destroying it, and now we have them under our control in our empire. So they are the most secured empire in the galaxy. They couldn't be safer than that. And all of these lovely planets are now Alpine worlds, which we can then terraform to Gaia's. It's only costing 5k energy credits, but we have a very large stockpile nonetheless. And we still have some Dyson spheres to produce if we ever want to increase that production. So there you have it, kind of an expensive investment, almost 80,000 energy credits, but it will pay off tremendously well. And just in case someone tries to do some funny things, we have all of our maulers just camouflage on the Owl Gate. Now imagine if someone tries to do anything with us, we just have our guys here to do some chops and annihilate them. It is very scary. 1.6 million fleet power of cloaked ships that are especially designed to take on close-range targets. And power surge the Satana, man. Really? Oh boy. Now why it had to be her? The only crisis that has a countdown. Where is she? Here. How are we gonna defeat this, man? I'm gonna do something insane and just spend all of this food building juvenile Satana destroyers. My finger is gonna fall off from clicking here, and my game is almost crashing from the amount of build queue. Yeah, I can't open that menu again, otherwise it's gonna crash. Now we are spamming a lot, and I mean a lot of maulers now. It's gonna be around 1000 new maulers just so we can literally maul the Satana. She's destroying the Fallen Empires first. I can't pronounce this name, but the Chroniclers are almost gone. And we have a Fallen Empire very nearby. An Awakened Empire actually. So the Satana will take care of it for us. But yeah. In the meantime, we just grow our ships a little bit stronger. I mean, I really have no idea what I will do to destroy the Satana's guard units. Well, there she is. And all Fallen Empires declared war on her. Like they're gonna do something about it. Oh, but she's starting to move. Oh, that's interesting. But just as I was saying about their fleets, yeah, they're moving away, thankfully. Perhaps if we could mobilize our maulers in time and get her Titan whilst it is undefended, that would be huge. And look, she's completely undefended. And she's traveling through our Owl Gate as well. Let me just do something, because I don't want her moving around, so we can lock our Owl Gate at least. Well, our economy isn't the brightest at this point, just because we are surpassing our naval cap a little bit. Here we're gonna do some changes. First, let's change the society research specialization for a heavy industry, and the other one will be replaced for a civilian industry. Here on the agri world, we're gonna change the administrative hub for a farming support. That would be better. And with this, I think we should stabilize our economy a little bit more. Yeah, probably. But I cannot guarantee. Miss Satana is just wild. She's all by herself taking care of the Fallen Empires. Why does she even have a guard then? Our economy is surviving, I don't even know how. We are selling everything that we have in a stockpile in order to just pass the month without going to negative. Kinda insane to be honest, but we are still 1.6 thousand above our naval cap. That makes a lot of sense. And the Tamesian protectors are gone. Now I did change one zone for a commercial nexus, and our capital is producing 11,000 trade. So I just hope that with this 11,000 trade we can buy 500 monthly trade. Let's upgrade it to 600 then. And pray. No, it didn't work. Why, man? Would it work in the next month? Almost. And we are still losing 2k trade. How is that even happening, man? Oh boy. But we're gonna have a heavy industry within 30 days either way, so we should be fine. Dyson Swarm on the way as well. Alright, now we fixed the economy, but crashed the minerals production and food as well. Our tech has been cut off by half, basically. So it's not a very easy situation, my friends. That's what happened when the Satana appears and you get desperate trying to build fleets. But to be honest, we do have a lot of fleet power, 7 million here. And fallen empires are dying left and right. Alright, the Satana is now speaking finally. We are not your children. Stay away from us. Oh, she appeared here. Okay, can we destroy the outpost? She wants the head of Zarklan. No way, man. Since she's starting to get a little hostile, why don't we test out one of our Mauler fleets? You first Void Wings, commanded by... Let's head the Jerk. We are xenophobic, so we don't like other kinds. Why don't we test with someone that isn't our own kind? If things go wrong, they go wrong. We don't lose anybody important. What the fuck is happening? Let's attack her. Yeah. Oh, they got completely annihilated. Fantastic. What? She just summoned a storm on us. Why? We had the Satana nanites as a debris option. Alright, that seems balanced. We can even have the Satana statecraft from the debris. Kinda ridiculous, right? I don't know if they are good though. I think they're very good, since everything that comes from the endgame crisis usually is very strong. Now with the Satana, we ideally want to do all of the side quests from her and destroy all of the outposts. So since we lost quite a lot of Maulers during that engagement, I think it was what, 14 Maulers? Let's try to use some long-range vessels to destroy the outposts. Well, let's see how well we fare using our long-range weapons. Can't we attack it? Alright. Ah, this one is much better. Oh boy, Satana is almost completing halfway through there. Ah man, we are doing everything we can, researching all of the special projects, destroying all of her outposts. I don't even know what we can do next. I wanted to declare war on her, but we need to finish up the situation first. Okay, ends the Satana's event chain. Not this one, the other one. Alright. Can we declare war on her then? Man, I really don't think we can beat her. Ah, it's so tough, man. Like, she's just sitting in her system there. Like, doing nothing, basically. Because, like, how can we possibly defeat all of this fleet? It is impossible, man. There's 57 million here. Satana itself, which, I mean, she's kind of mortal. And that is without even accounting for the defensive platforms and starbases. Like, what we can do is just grab all of our military fleet and move it there. I mean, she's not gonna declare war on us either way. We might just well do it. Oh well, I guess that the mission unlock does not work for Satana, because she just ignored it. What? Satana, exploiting a vulnerability in our defense set, slipped through and murdered the Galactic Emperor Kawikayon first. Man, she's so gonna pay for this. Oh my god. The time has finally come. Oh man. We are at war with the Satana. And we already lost one fleet. Ah yeah, of course. Of course. 53 million here, and the Satana has 53 million there. 18 there, 18... Ah man, we lost. How can the Satana be so strong at 25 times the strength, man? It's so unfair. Holy. Like, we have 11 million, it's not like we are weak, right? But I still think we have zero chance of defeating her. Of course, we definitely have zero chance if we go through all of her fleets, that's for sure. I'm thinking that we should jump to the ISTA system, which is where she is, right? And after we do that, we just hope we deal enough damage to kill her. That's basically it. Let's get this fleet away, because the jump drives is recharging. Let's look at the mass of fleets we have. And I think they are retreating all of their vessels to defend her. only to make things easier for us. But that's it, man. It's do or die. It's probably die in our case. And a shout out to our first founding admirals. Their financial and strategical support are fueling the non-stop expansion of our armada, and they shall be forever remembered. Want your name in our legacy? Hit that join button and become a part of our great empire. Founder members are only available until the end of this month and will have exclusive benefits the bigger our empire gets, so your early devotion will be greatly rewarded. But there we have it, everyone jumped. And here it is, it's more than 1000 ships here. A lot more than 1k ships. It lags a lot by just clicking it. Can we somehow click on the Satana? She by herself has 71 million. Now, seems fair. Oh, there she is. Clustered. Alright. Let's slow down and see the damage. The swarm of maulers going in. Look at how fast we're losing our naval cap. It is just decreasing like 100 per day. At least her Titan comes in close range very fast. Maybe the maulers came through. Like literally a swarm of maulers. Yeah, but her reinforcements have arrived. 86 million just from the reinforcement, plus 71 million from her ship. 150 million fleet power. Yeah, man. We stand 0 chance of winning this. One Titan already gone. She is still full HP, by the way. And just a swarm of maulers destroyed, trying to do their best to kill her.
Vessels destroyed.
But in the end, it is a hopeless war. We kinda did some damage there, but not really. 100 million there, alright. This is the total damage, total amount of ships we had, without 41 million damage, and it still wasn't enough. Unfortunately. So Satana will win again. I mean, I think Satana is my great nemesis, to be honest. It's the second time we lose to her. The first one we kinda went ballistic and fought a 150 times Satana. But now at only 25 times our bioships weren't as strong as our regular ships, I believe, and we just got obliterated. I had a very cool plan for our L-gate. We were building such a very nice defensive choke point. I hope we could survive here forever, but Satana fought otherwise. So yeah, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough, and if you did, don't forget to leave that like button because it helps me out a lot, and I will see you guys next time.